UFOs. They can fly at blinding speed or hover just a few feet above the ground. And they can do it all without making a sound. But how is this possible? Many experts believe the answer is anti-gravity propulsion. Advanced technology capable of controlling one of the most powerful forces in the universe. And some believe this gift is no longer exclusive to extraterrestrials. Do we now secretly possess advanced anti-gravity technology? And if so, how did it happen? And what are the implications for the human race? From secret alien treaties to the hidden labs of Area 51, join us as the mysteries of anti-gravity propulsion are unsealed. A global effort has begun. Secret files hidden from the public for decades, detailing every UFO account, are now available to the public. We are about to uncover the truth behind these classified documents. Find out what the government doesn't want you to know. Unsealed. Alien Files. Exposing the biggest secret on planet Earth. It's one thing to see a UFO in the sky, but many eyewitnesses who experience a UFO up close report a powerful physical presence that defies understanding. Unsealed case file. The Rendlesham Forest Incident. Suffolk, England, December 27th, 1980. American airmen stationed at the twin RAF Bentwaters and RAF Woodbridge air bases see strange flashing lights appear in nearby Rendlesham Forest. But just as the airmen approach the light, it rises and drifts off silently through the forest. The team follows. Each time they draw near, the light floats away in the opposite direction. When they at last get close enough to see the object in detail, they are shocked to discover a triangular-shaped UFO with strange markings on its hull that bear an uncanny resemblance to Egyptian hieroglyphics. Deputy Commander Charles Halt is highly skeptical of their story, until 2 days later, when the mysterious lights reappear. This time, he decides to see for himself.
Colonel Halt routinely carried with him a handheld tape recorder on which it was his custom and practice to record his observations and thoughts.
What follows is the recording made by Halt as he approaches the UFO.
Hey, I see it too. It's coming this way. It looks like an eye winking at you. He's coming toward us now. Now we're observing what appears to be a beam coming down to the ground.
Moments later, the UFO darts off into the night sky at great velocity. The Rendlesham object is just one of hundreds of reported UFOs that exhibit flight capabilities far beyond those of any conventional aircraft. They can hover close to the ground. In the blink of an eye, they can jump to high speeds without acceleration, and all without making a sound. What kind of technology could they be using? Some experts believe they have the answer.
They are negating gravity. They're not flying. They are what the term would be. They're antigravitically positioning themselves. And these are not big craft. Some of them are just 20, 30 feet to 60 feet across. And so they're obviously generating a huge amount of energy for the mass that they have. How are they doing that?
Gravity is a force that causes matter to be attracted to other matter. An apple to the ground, a planet to the sun. But experts believe anti-gravity technology would liberate an object from that attraction, effectively allowing it to move freely through time and space. Solving the mystery of anti-gravity propulsion would unlock a source of almost unimaginable power. Unsealed case file. The Paintsville train incident. Paintsville, Kentucky, January 14th, 2002. A coal train rumbles through the early morning hours on a routine run from the city of Russell to the town of Shelbania. Out of nowhere, the train's two engineers notice the dash gauges have begun fluctuating wildly. One man sees his watch has mysteriously stopped. And that's not all. The train, too, has now lost all power and is rolling forward on its own inertia. But when they round the corner, they see a group of at least 3 UFOs hovering silently in their path. With no power to brake, the runaway locomotive slams into one of the objects with an unstoppable force. But instead of being pulverized, it's the UFO that tears great metallic chunks out of the train before darting off into the night, along with the other objects. In the aftermath, many experts are convinced the train's engine and gauges fell prey to an immense electromagnetic field generated by the UFO's anti-gravity engines. Is this the secret? Are extraterrestrials able to transform electromagnetic energy into anti-gravity propulsion? But if these craft are alien, how do we explain the very man-made looking markings on the Rendlesham object? Some experts have a startling answer.
We have at least one, and very likely several, vehicles from extraterrestrial sources.
Coming up, we go deep inside America's most infamous military base to investigate the secret history of anti-gravity technology. This is Unsealed, Alien Files, exposing the biggest secret on planet Earth. Welcome back to Unsealed, Alien Files. Mounting evidence suggests that UFOs are propelled by advanced anti-gravity technology. But some experts believe this anti-gravity know-how may already be in human hands, assembled from first-hand studies of alien technology. But how did we acquire this material? The answer may be found at the dawn of the modern UFO age. Roswell, New Mexico, July 2nd, 1947. Residents of this small frontier town watch in amazement as a blazing disc-shaped object falls from the sky at a blistering speed. It disappears beyond a line of trees northwest of town, where it presumably impacts in the desert. Curious, some witnesses set out for the crash site to investigate, only to discover all routes cut off by military roadblocks. A recovery operation is clearly underway, but it's unlike anything seen before. It is conducted under extreme secrecy, and any onlookers are told to keep quiet under threat of violent reprisal. The next day, the U.S. military announces the recovery of a flying saucer, only to quickly retract the story under suspicious circumstances. The military's official report claims the Roswell object was a weather balloon. But some government insiders tell a very different story. According to reports, the wreckage of the Roswell saucer was in fact taken to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio, along with something even more incredible: the sole survivor of the craft's alien crew. A member of a race ufologists have come to know as the Greys. Even more astonishing, reports allege the surviving Grey agrees to help the U.S. military incorporate alien technology from the Roswell wreckage into its latest aerospace projects. It's an unexpected act of goodwill that will later lead to an unprecedented pact between the United States and its extraterrestrial visitors called the Grenada Treaty. Many experts consider an allegedly leaked document entitled SOM-1-01 was a direct outcome of that meeting. The document states, any encounter with entities known to be of extraterrestrial origin is considered to be a matter of national security and therefore classified top secret. But the Grenada Treaty is one that many experts now view as a deal with the devil.
There was a meeting with President Eisenhower at Holloman Air Force Base in 1957 where he met with the Greys, you know, the ones with the big eyes and the pale skin. And as the story goes, there was an exchange. We got some of their technology, and they take away humans for abductions.
Is it possible? Did a desperate president of the United States offer his own people for abduction and experimentation in return for advanced technology? Unsealed case file, Area 51. It's located in a remote stretch of desert, 80 miles north of Las Vegas. It has no sign or official name, and until recently, the U.S. government refused to acknowledge its existence. Unmarked security vehicles patrol the perimeter. Anyone daring to cross it will be shot on sight. Anyone daring to violate its airspace will be shot down. It is Area 51. According to experts, it's the top-secret proving ground for America's most advanced aerospace projects. It's also rumored to have been the final destination of the Roswell wreckage, and that of all UFOs recovered in the years since. Conspiracy theorists believe that here, far from the public eye, scientists have been reverse engineering this alien technology into each new generation of military aircraft. But how far has this work evolved? Have the scientists of Area 51 solved the riddle of anti-gravity propulsion? Ben Rich was a director at Lockheed Martin from 1975 to 1991. Shortly before his death in 1995, Rich confirmed that American aerospace engineers have long been working with what he called hand-me-down alien technology.
Is famous for a statement that he made. Whatever you see out there, flying in the sky, cruising across the desert, we're 50 years ahead of that.
Are these allegations true? Is the United States secretly in possession of advanced aircraft beyond imagination? And have they successfully developed anti-gravity propulsion? Coming up, we investigate the alleged conspiracy to keep the existence of anti-gravity hidden from the public. This is Unsealed Alien Files, exposing the biggest secret on planet Earth. Welcome back to Unsealed Alien Files. Mounting evidence suggests that the United States military has secretly produced highly advanced anti-gravity propulsion through technology recovered from crashed alien spacecraft. But how far will they go to conceal its existence? Anchorage, Alaska, November 17th, 1986. Japan Airlines cargo flight 1628 is en route from Paris to Narita, Japan. Behind the controls is Captain Kenju Terauchi, an ex-fighter pilot with decades of experience. It's a routine journey until suddenly, two UFOs appear out of nowhere, directly in the plane's flight path. Then, the captain and crew witness the two UFOs join a much larger mothership before vanishing into the night. Later, Terauchi recounts the details of the crew's extraordinary encounter. He describes the UFOs flying as if there was no such thing as gravity, speeding up and slowing down in ways that defy all known laws of flight. He concludes the object had somehow overcome gravity. A week later, John Callahan, then division chief with the Federal Aviation Administration, sits in a joint meeting of the FBI, CIA, and the President's own scientific study team to review the evidence. But Callahan is dismayed when he realizes he's actually been summoned to hand over the investigation.
When they get done, the CIA guy standing next to me says to the people, "This event never happened. We were never here. We're confiscating all this data, and you're all sworn to secrecy."
What did Kenju Terauchi and the crew of Japan Airlines Flight 1628 see in the sky over Alaska? Was it a UFO? Or was it a man-made aircraft powered by anti-gravity? And how far will the authorities go to keep special top-secret technology from falling into other hands. According to many experts and eyewitness reports, there's an elite security force ready to be deployed at a moment's notice. Unsealed case file, The Men in Black. Needles, California, March 2008. Witnesses look on in astonishment as a gleaming blue object falls to earth in the desert near the Colorado River. Among the onlookers is a former security chief of Los Angeles International Airport. Not long after impact, he sees a response team flying toward the crash site. But it's unlike anything he's ever seen. Instead of the normal air ambulance units, a group of unmarked black helicopters gathers overhead. It leaves carrying a large glowing object suspended by a cargo hook. He contacts the owner of Needles' local radio station to report what he's seen. But its owner has curious news of his own. In the minutes following the crash, he saw a convoy of dark vans and SUVs bearing government license plates race to the scene. Many now believe they were the legendary Men in Black, secret government operatives who appear in the aftermath of an alien encounter to seize any evidence and silence all witnesses.
If they are from the government, it's probably some super secretive agency. Could these be the foot soldiers of the UFO cover-up?
But Pope has another theory, one that turns the popular idea of the ultra-secret organization on its head.
Are these some sort of alien police force? Are these the extraterrestrial guardians of the UFO secret?
Are the Men in Black aliens in human disguise? And if they are, is their presence a sign of a new kind of Cold War between extraterrestrials and humans? And would the development of an American anti-gravity fleet mark the tipping point when this new Cold War turns hot? Coming up, we reveal the terrifying endgame of the U.S. military's anti-gravity arms race with Earth's alien visitors. This is Unsealed, Alien Files, exposing the biggest secret on planet Earth. Welcome back to Unsealed, Alien Files. The time to act is now. Tell us your story. Get involved in the fight to unseal the truth now. Mounting evidence suggests the U.S. government has secretly developed immensely powerful anti-gravity propulsion technology. But some experts believe our extraterrestrial visitors now see this as a threat and have begun to intervene in an attempt to prevent any more of alien technology falling into human hands. But is it too late? Have we passed the point of no return? And is an interplanetary conflict over anti-gravity inevitable? And what form might the alien onslaught take? Ufologist Steve Bassett has a terrifying theory.
The extraterrestrials have technology that could wipe out the human race anytime it wants.
The Paintsville object was able to hold its ground against a runaway train without suffering so much as a scratch. If extraterrestrials are able to harness that kind of anti-gravity power in the form of a weapon, they might be able to lift huge objects and hurl them as projectiles. In the event of a large-scale attack, entire cities might be pulverized by fleets of UFOs armed with anti-gravity projectors. This is Unsealed, Alien Files, exposing the biggest secret on planet Earth.